How old do you reckon this bloke here is? 50?
Not a day over 30, Carla.
55? 60? Can't really tell. Well, Robbie Dewhurst may not be a familiar name in Australian sport, but to the thousands of kids Robbie has taught, he is the king of ice hockey. He's now in his 80th year, and Robbie has taken on the task of teaching some old dogs some new tricks.
It's a regular Friday night date at an ice rink on the New South Wales Central Coast. In the early evening, as the figure skating practice winds up, the crew of the Stiffies Ice Hockey Club gear up. And they're led from the front by octogenarian Olympian Robbie Dewhurst.
That's the secret formula.
They're called the Stiffies because, unlike the club's first grade squad, the Cyclones, they couldn't raise a stiff breeze. Stiffies' boss is Phil Lanmont.
Boy, I don't think there's many people in the sport that don't know Robbie. There's not many people in the sport that don't have a story about Robbie. We're just blessed that he comes down and gives us his wisdom.
Robbie Dewhurst's history with the sport is more than representing Australia at the 1960 Winter Olympic Games. For decades, he has coached generations of hockey players.
I mean, we couldn't even skate, we were wall huggers. I know another wall hugger.
Yeah, so do I, mate.
And
one of the two blokes standing here. But it ain't you.
How's it going? It's Mike I'm worried about.
And obviously, Robbie's never taught me.
How much have you had to drink tonight, Mike?
No, nothing, not a jar.
But he's schooled sons and grandsons, and with the Stiffies, fathers and grandfathers.
Yeah, that's right. They needed it worse than their sons did.
Really?
Yeah.
How so?
Well, kids, as you probably know, adopt to things very, very quickly. You know, you show them something and they'll do it straight away. And when I come down there, they're all falling over each other.
After the Zamboni cleans the ice, the netting comes down. Not to keep the people out, but to keep the animals in. As Robbie carved the ice and heaved the puck, I sought a quiet word with his teammates as they line changed for a power play.
He's just across everything when it comes to ice hockey in this part of the world. In fact, in Australia.
Oh, well, he's got nothing else to do. He's retired now. I started with my grandson. He's 7 last year. We started skating together and we play ice hockey together now. There's probably about 100 of us now that started from about 5.
I don't find any difference. I just play them as all my mates. I love playing with them.
Robbie sort of took me under his wing and said, hey, follow me. I'll give you a bit of direction. Give you a bit of help. 3 years later, I'm coming up here almost every Friday from Sydney.
Thanks, guys.